Hello and welcome back to another Shore 685 video. And in today's video, we're just going to be playing some more TNT Madness. And I'm also going to be giving you guys some tips that I've picked up on playing the game for the video that I uploaded yesterday. And also that I've gotten as I practice a little bit more. So the first tip would be always to loot up your chest at your base first, because you can only get leggings at your base. Also, the strategy is to rush straight to middle and pick up speed potions, insta booms, and launch pads, as well as also ender pearls and armor upgrades. But really, the main reason for rushing middle is to grab the explosive bow, which is going to be one of the best weapons in the game. As you can see right there, it just sends them flying. Also, if someone is close to you, try not to go around the corner with them, because they can send you flying with an insta boom. So you want to stay back and keep your back to the wall. Also, another strategy people use is just spamming TNT to try to create holes everywhere. You can get some free hits on it, but normally it's better to just avoid them completely and just go for some kills elsewhere. Also, whenever rushing someone straight out, make sure your back is to a wall, because people will insta-boom you, as seen right there. Okay, we're back, and this time we're in another game of TNT Madness. Hope you guys appreciate that I cut out the loading screen, so it's just more good content for you guys. Also, I know I said that I was going to do another Bed Wars video with a friend, but he was unavailable for today. So we will upload that at a later date, but it's just not going to work out right now. So this map might be a little funky, but the strategy of rushing middle is still going to be the best strategy on this map. Oh! Now it's time for another one of Destroyer 685's top tier tips. When TNT jumping in TNT Madness, always make sure that you are using the Instaboom TNT instead of the Prime TNT, as if you use the Prime TNT, that is an example of what would happen, as shown before. So we're going to keep using the same strategy here. If you get any speed potions, definitely splash some, but save the regens if you're in a sticky situation. Another one of Destroyer 685's top tier tips is to avoid falling into the void, as that will end your game instantly and is not a good strategy. Definitely would not recommend it, 1 of 10. So we're going to quickly loot up, head over to middle again. One thing about these games is that they are really quick. So it's really fast paced, and you got to get to mid pretty quickly. A good tip to keep in mind is to always stay calm when TNT jumping, and don't just panic and just spam a bunch of TNT, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up in a worse situation, as you could see what happened in the last game. So we're going to go back straight to the strat, see if we can pick up an explosive bow, because I believe that's the best way to instantly win. So on certain maps, it's better to use a launch pad to get to middle, or even to the island, because if you miss it, worst case scenario, you're just going to end up there. So using a launch pad here, we can go to the top and loot up the mid chest there. Unfortunately, I timed your launch pad. You always got to be very careful to time your launch pad correct, otherwise you're going to end up in a sticky situation like I am here. But luckily, staying calm, we can just go like this and jump good. As you can see there, I panicked, and that ended up costing me my life. I would have ended up saving that, but since I started spamming blocks, I ended up dying there. That is also important to keep in mind. Also, if you play this game mode a bunch, I think there is some mods that can tell you when TNT is going to explode, so that could be helpful for launch pads, so that way you know exactly when to run in there. But if you play enough, you should have a built-in timer in your head that it's just kind of natural to you. So on some maps, it's better to insta-boom, but on this map, it's actually better to just use the TNT launch pad to get to middle like that. And as you can see there, I didn't panic, I didn't spam down any TNT, and I ended up being okay, and we ended up making the jump. But if I had spammed down an insta-boom, I probably would have ended up dying. So we ended up making that, and now we're going to head up to middle, and we are rewarded with explosive bow, which I think is definitely the best thing in the game. And we also have ender pearls, which is really helpful here, because we can just clutch like that, and there's not that much of a threat of death if we get knocked off, because one of the biggest threats here is dying just because someone decides to insta-boom you off the edge. But with an ender pearl, you always have a chance of saving yourself, and you can go over to pearl towards people. So we're going to go down here, kill this guy really quickly. So some people are going to spam TNT, and that is an effective strategy. So you always got to watch out for that. But as you can see here, since we had Ender Pearls, we ended up clutching that. And just stay calm, especially with Ender Pearls. And this is why it's always good to not splash your regen instantly, because now we have a regen 2 already up, and now we can drink up our fire resistance potion and head back to middle. So now we're going to see if we can get a nice explosive bow shot. It is probably one of the best weapons, so it's always really important to remember you have it. Now we're going to Ender Pearl to middle. Ender Pearls are a lot safer for an option compared to other options such as Insta Boom when jumping places. So if you have plenty of them, it's worth it to use them. Also, if you have arrows on your explosive bow, remember that it is a limited amount, and you should be careful with that. So we ended up killing him, but that's not going to, hopefully that doesn't end up costing us our life. And we're going to be okay. So now all we have to do is look for the remaining people. So in a situation like this, it's always best to hold down middle, because chest refill does happen, and let others come to you instead of going to them, because going to them can always leave. You're going to end up in a worse position. But since I have Ender Pearls, I'm going to make an exception. But if I only had like 2 left, it wouldn't be worth it. But since I have 4, I can Ender Pearl over to them and then do another Ender Pearl. Oh no. And then do another Ender Pearl. So one of the biggest threats they can use is an Insta Boom. But as you can see there, I kept my back against a wall. And that completely eliminates a threat completely. So to conserve pearls, we're gonna jump to middle, and that's going to be a good, effective strategy. And we're going to just loot up some insta-booms from here, and we should be okay. We're going to wait here, and now we have a chest refill, so we're definitely going to go grab that, see if we can get some explosive arrows for our bow, and then go win this game and get the first victory of the video. Also, if you need to go up fast, insta-booms can be a fun option, and they're not that dangerous, especially when you're over ground. So we can see that other guy, so we're just going to head over to him, see if we can get explosive bow. And that's going to end up being a GG. Always got to type GG in your chat for your karma. And I'll see you guys in the next game. Okay, we're back, and we're going to see if we can get a back-to-back wins here. So, as said before, going to middle and getting that explosive bow is extremely overpowered. As you could see there in the last game, we ended up getting a 5-kill win. And that was mostly thanks to the Ender Pearls and explosive bow, which we got from middle. And also some melee from all the people at mid. So we're going to quickly head over to middle. This map is a little weird, but the strategy still remains the same of going middle, even though middle is a little spread out among some chests. So you can make all these jumps except for the last one. Looks like we got a little bit of lag there. There's like a lot of lag going on right now. So apparently there's no chest in middle, so we're going to have to... Oh, there is some chests on the sides here. There is a chest on every corner. So you got to be really careful on this guy because he's going to insta-boom us. And yeah, that's why you always got to stay up against a wall, because the insta-boom powers are really strong. Or at least have an Ender Pearl. That's why it's really important to go to middle. We're going to see if we can end off this video on a win. So I think we're going to keep going until we end up getting a win. In that case, we can end the video, but it won't be an instant cut. Anyways, we're just going to quickly loot up here. And as I said before, the going to middle is extremely important. But that other guy who went to middle instantly has a wrong idea, because doing that, you're gonna have no helmet or no boots, and those are the most important things to have. So on this map, if someone's already looted that chest, I definitely recommend doing a TNT launch pad and just going straight to middle. And then that way, hopefully, you can kill the guy who's looted up all the chests. See, as you can see here, he has pearls, and that's really one of the reasons why you want to go to middle. Oh, there's someone else here. Alright, so we're going to try to egg him off. So you got to be really careful when you use the insta-boom strategy. It is really strong, and it can end up getting you some kills, but it can get you killed yourself. So you got to be really careful and position yourself up against a wall. Okay, so we're back in another game. Going to quickly loot up. On this map, I definitely recommend going down the ladder first and looting up these chests really quickly. And yeah, I always like to go for the ones on my top, the tall towers, and then go for the other ones. But that's just personal opinion. When I say the other ones, I mean the ones down at the bottom. But it's always really nice because you can just go straight up from the tower to the thing. Also, it's probably better to climb up like this, especially if you don't have any blocks. So we're going to grab it. So apparently they get stone swords at middle, but it's not worth taking because they don't really give anything extra. So we're going to head over to the middle, see if we can grab up anything. We're going to get explosive bow. Also have to be careful that we do not end up getting stabbed. So we want to go up against a wall. See if we can... So as you can see, getting up against a wall there ended up helping us out a ton. And I ended up getting a double kill with the explosive bow there. And that's all just because you got to stay out of the way. And then if you put up yourself up against a wall, you can just put down explosive TNT, and there's almost zero threat. So one thing to always remember, as you can see there, is that you don't take any damage from the TNT. So the real threat is falling down into an area like this where they can just easily kill you. Okay, there's almost no wait time for that game. So, I mean, it's the same for you guys, but for me, I'm quickly back into another game. Normally I have to wait like 20 seconds. So it's pretty nice. Hopefully I'll be less rusty in this one. Gonna quickly take off the helmet. So we didn't end up getting any iron leggings in here, and that's going to give us a severe disadvantage. So we're going to have to quickly head over to middle. So it's actually quicker to go like that and get yourself up there really quick. And I definitely recommend that. Also, if someone else is trying to build up to mid. Okay, so he's going to go under. We're going to kill him really quick there. And then we can use this to jump up and then stab him behind. So if someone tries to drop TNT on you, you can just use insta-booms to bridge up to him, as you could see right there. So we're going to see if we can get an explosive bow, and looks like we can. Okay, so it looks like someone else used the insta-boom at the same time I did, and that sent me flying, even though I would have landed that. Although I probably would have been dead since I landed next to someone. Okay, so that game ended up taking like 5 minutes to start, so I'm glad I'm editing these out so you guys don't have to watch that. I want to keep my viewer retention up. Anyways, we're going to quickly drink up this fire resistance, put up this chest, throw your creeper helm down, or your griefer hide. So someone apparently rushed us, but they only have a pickaxe, so we should be able to kill them very easily. Sweet, so no upgrades from him, but that's going to be okay. So that is a strategy to rush people with a pickaxe. So since I don't really have any HP here, we're going to take the more risky route, and we're going to head back down. Or we're going to try... Never mind. Okay, so what I was trying to say before there is we're going to try to head down, because there is an area under there that has a free 2 chests that you can loot, and not a lot of people know about that. So it's really nice if you're low on HP, or if all the mid chests have been looted, or there's like a bunch of people at middle. So that's also their normal, and that's just always really nice, because it just gives you some free extra loot. So anyways, we're going to quickly head over, see if we can rush this guy really quickly, since we don't really have any leggings, and there's always really important to have. So we're going to see if we can steal his. So apparently we cannot, but that's going to be okay, since we ended up getting the kill anyways. Back on the map Memorial, so let's hope we can end things off on a victory. So we're going to grab up our TNT launch pads. Gonna grab our stone sword and everything. Stone sword being the best weapon in this game. Grab some insta-boom. On this map, instead of doing that, we're just gonna quickly TNT launch pad. Although you probably could do it with insta-booms. Although I personally consider TNT launch pad to be a safer option. Gonna quickly throw off our creeper mask. So, oops. Yeah, we're gonna grab up this. Ender pearls, obviously, as said before, are really needed. That's what I'm trying to say. Are really needed because you can't get insta-boomed off the map. We're going to see if we can get some more arrows for our explosive bow, and it looks like we can, as well as pick up some more insta-boom TNT. So we're going to combine our TNT launch pads, get some prime TNT. Oh! We're going to see if we can ender pearl clutch here. We cannot, unfortunately. That's going to be a rip. Okay, we're back, and now we're on the map Shire. And I definitely recommend for this map, turn on sound. Like, no matter what mode you're playing on, because you will get rushed if you play this map enough, or just get put into this map enough. I mean, no matter what game mode you're playing, it's slightly less on TNT Madness, I've noticed, but I've only played 3 games on this map so far. Anyways, we're going to quickly insta-boom to mid, and get explosive bowed instantly off the edge. Like I said, this map is very quick and fast-paced, and that guy got to mid a little quicker than me, and ended up murdering me. Okay, we're going to hop into another game. This is going to be Centennial. So we're just going to loot up really quick here. Unfortunately, I've had some issues with my recorder since the last game, and We've had some stuff corrupted, so as you can see probably by the magma boss timer, a decent amount of time has passed. So a few of these games have been corrupted, so I haven't really said anything about it. Did we end up killing that guy? Huh. So after that quick death, we're back into another game. So I know I said before that you should loot the lower one first, and that's always good. Also, when you're going down the ladder, you should definitely take off your helmet. But since I didn't get a helmet, I'm going to put that back on, just for the cool cosmetic effect. Just remember that you cannot shift-click it in there. So we're going to head over to middle really quick, see if we can go up a tower, get some stuff. Okay, that guy just ended up killing him. Oh, okay, so he ended up clutching that. But that was really risky for him. And there was really no risk for me since I wasn't going to die. So it's just really all about positioning in this game mode. That's probably one of the most important things, is like where you are relative to where the other person is. Because they can just easily kill you. But if you're careful, unlike that guy who just ended up falling. So going down here is probably not the best idea. You definitely do not want to stay down here since you can easily get blown back from anywhere. So you can also jump with these blocks and get yourself out of tight situations, or like if you're stuck or whatever. Like if there's like a 2-block jump, or like there's just a bunch of parkour, you can just jump with them. But I think this looks like one of those. There's some people who would just spam a bunch of blocks and just be really annoying for some reason. But that's okay. They're really not that hard to counter, and it's really annoying on only certain parts. So we gotta put ourselves up against a wall there, and that ended up protecting us from the blast, so we did not get blown back far. But I think the best strategy with people just spam a bunch of TNTs to just remove them from the game, because they are really annoying. But you also want to let other people fight them. You don't want to get cleaned up, like anything. Okay. Also, if you have golden apples, you always got to be really. You always got to. You can play a little bit more aggressively, but you got to be aware that you have them, and just be careful to actually use them. Okay, we're back, and now we're on the map Jagged, and this is going to be the final recording. I'd like to end it off on a win, but I mean, the episode's just been going on too long, and I don't want you guys to get bored of my voice or anything. Also, I've had some issues with corruption of the video, and also my Minecraft has crashed when I accidentally joined into a Lucky Block game. So that was kind of rough. But hopefully we can end things off on a win, although it doesn't seem very likely since we have been having some issues. So when people use launch pads, you can use eggs to do that, although it doesn't always work. So this is one of the rare maps where you can launch pad straight to middle, like this, if you have the right timing, and that can save a lot of time. Also, I think we just got a knockback rod here, so we can use that. Hopefully we can use this to its full potential and just slam this guy off the edge. For some reason, he keeps attacking me, even though he knows I have a KB rod. But anyways, we managed to get that kill, so that gets us up to a total of 2. So we're going to quickly loot up really quick, splash our speed potion, get our rod in the nice spot. It's always good to have an organized inventory. Always important to have full HP, and to be careful where you position yourself. Especially with this guy, because they can TNT launch you off the edge, and it can be very deadly. But luckily, I have a KB3 rod. So if this is a really good strategy if you maintain full HP. You can just kind of sit at full HP, take a few hits, and just slam them off the edge. So now all we have is one person left, so we might end up with a victory after all. But I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched or something like that. Gonna quickly get up to full HP, try to avoid these creepers. You might have to wait till chest refill unless this person shows themselves. Their name is currently AFK, and it looks like I know where they are. Oops. I have spotted them. They are on top of their island, and it looks like they are camping. So this is going to be a big issue. So we're just going to... So they're destroying their island, so we're going to have to wait for pearls, because I want to play this safe. But then again, we're just going to YOLO it and head over there. See if we can get a launch pad in. Looks like we can't. Well... We ended up with a 4-kill game, but unfortunately, we couldn't defeat the camper. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry that I couldn't end up on a win. And anyways, see you guys Later.